Alright, boys, we're gonna look at this Manticore a little bit. You people living out west hunting them gold coins and them ghost town sites. If you're not too familiar with a mighty Manticore and you've got one, you might want to watch this video. It could help you get on a gold coin. It could help you get on any lower conductive target that's got some conductivity to it. It's not going to help you get on small foil. Okay, nickels, gold rings, $2.50, $5 gold coins, maybe a 10 or 20 is probably too high conductivity. All right, Indian head pennies, this won't work on them. Sweeping from what we call the hard way. You know, you're out there detecting in the blind. You want to get the most out of every call sweep in the wild. That's the name of the game, ain't it, boys? To let this machine do some work interrogating for you of suspect objects. Now, there's only one ferris item in this video. I'll show it to you later. It's under that nickel. There's a piece of plastic there separates that nickel. So that nickel is very close to that nail. And that nail is running left to right, and you get to see it. It is a square nail, old colonial nail. Not overly long and not overly short. We're going to look at this machine only in the all-terrain low conductor speed 6. All right. One region, all tones. First, we're going to look at 40 kilohertz. Now, I'll resweep this detector after I remove that nickel later, okay? Now, remember, you don't have any iron upper and lower ferrous limits involved with single frequency on this machine. From 2-3 inches above. You hear that? I'm getting audio. All right? That's 40 kilohertz. Multi-frequency. Now, disclaimer here. Upper ferrous limits is at 7. Lower is at 3. Horseshoe button is in. What I should do here, I guess, let's change ferrous pitch on this machine. All right, horseshoe button still in. You hear that? 2-3 inches above that nickel, nada. That's the hard way. Okay, horseshoe button out. You don't hear anything. Now I'm going to rotate slightly. You hear that. So you hear it that way. Luck of the draw, if you come as such sweeping that nickel, you are SOL. Other than you get an iron tone, you got the horseshoe button in. That is horseshoe button out, horseshoe button in. Okay? We're going to stay in multi-frequency. And we are going up here. We're going to change to this custom one I've got set up. I'm going to let you look at it. I'm going to toggle over here. See that number 70 in that window? See where that box is cut off? The number 70. I ran this machine the other day at a high-ass iron sight, boys and girls, with that very call on that detector. For about 2 hours. 2 hours sweeping this call using that custom upper ferrous limits you see on that screen right there. This machine gave signal on one piece of ferrous. It was a rectangular, heavier piece of iron. And naturally, when I rotated, turned 90 degrees and rotated, I didn't get no signal denoting a non-ferrous target was present. That's pretty good for this site. It is loaded with iron, okay? So this is very usable based on the sharpshooter's take with a 70 setting. The stock coil, you could probably run this thing down to 68 with ease. The M8 coil, you probably need to run it up to 72, but the M8 coil doesn't do as well doing what I'm doing here versus the 9 and 11 inch coils. I can tell you that. You'll be fooled more with, meaning the M9 coil, or the M8 coil, I'm sorry, the M8 coil is probably going to let more iron because of the parameters of the coil, the size, etc. Okay? So you see what I've got there. You see it in the window there. The horseshoe button is out. Now I'm back over this. You hear that? You see where that thing is reporting right there? That's the old, tells the user of this machine, uh-oh, that could be a non-ferrous target down by a nail or an elongated piece of ferrous. As I rotate over here, listen, we get standard reporting, and we get this also using a preset upper ferrous limit 7. But preset upper ferrous limits number 7, we'll go back. Matter of fact, we're going to even lower it. There's 6. I'm sweeping that nickel from 2 and 3 inches. Upper ferrous limits 5. I still don't hear that. So there's one sweep of the coil that I just wasted in the wild, if that existed. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my custom. You see it there? You hear that? You see where it's reporting. Now, you do have some options here to set the tone in that region over there, but it's going to carry over into your, we'll just call it regular non-ferrous range, okay? So you do get to set the tone. It's going to carry straight up from your non-ferrous range. So if you're running one region all tones, you know, it's going to sound, it's not going to sound ultra high, but it's not going to sound ultra low. But you hear that. Okay? It's one of the benefits of having this machine where a lower conductor coming down a nail, it increases the ID of the target. Notice the ID there. Now we're going to remove the nail, or the nickel. You see that nail there? You see that? That's all that was there, boys. Okay? Now we're over here in the same upper ferrous limits, custom. Know the ID on that nail. It's nowhere close to breaking into my range to give me audio. Horseshoe in, iron tone. Okay? Now we'll go back here to preset number 7. Well, we've got iron tone, but the nickel's not there. And then we will go up here and we will go back to 40 kilohertz and sweep this nail. And we have iron tone. I trust using the multi-frequency on something like that better. Notice 40 kilohertz gave signal when that nickel was up there, unlike upper ferrous limits 5, 6, and 7 running the multi-frequency all-terrain low conductors. Okay? You always get to rotate. Just remember that. You always get to rotate. You know, that's sort of tough right there, boys. You see that? Back in my custom program. You hear that? That could exist in the wild too. The nickel's not under the nail now. You hear that? That is a no-brainer. See where it's reporting. Rotate. You hear that, you're going to get your ass to digging, right? This makes this machine better versus not being able to customize that upper ferrous limits like that. You can't do that on the almighty Equinox, can you? Can you? And this is very usable at a high iron side, what I'm showing you here, because I've done it, and I've done it with the 11-inch coil in the same side. This site would probably be deemed one of the most difficult, as well as one of the most oldest in this area. Okay, dates back at least into the 1700s. It's down by the river where the Spanish bits can hide. I found them down there. Okay, with various equipment. Well, anyway, I just thought I would share. You know, this machine has gotten cheaper as of late. It is a damn good machine. Okay. And it is a powerful machine. And when I say that, this is not like that detecting NYC knucklehead, okay? When the MyLab engineer used that word powerful, he wasn't talking about transmit power. He was talking about an expression powerful. Well, guess what? This machine gives stronger audio than one of its competitor units. Deeper targets on a soft beach, this machine gives stronger audio. Okay. It is a powerful machine, but it ain't got nothing to do with transmit frequency. It has to do with its capabilities. All right. Anyway, that is going to conclude the video. I hope you enjoyed.